Welcome, friends. Revise with me homeopathic remedy Glonine. This is Part 4E Remedy in Verse by Dr. K.S. Bakshi. We are correlating it with Allen's PQRs, and this is a good study for BHMS students and interns. I am Dr. V.K. Chauhan, homeopathic physician. The first verse tells us bad effects of fright, fear, or mechanical injuries from having the haircut and its consequences. It corresponds to PQR2, bad effects of mental excitement, fright, fear, mechanical injuries, and their later consequences from having the haircut. Second verse is head troubles from working under gaslight, from heat of stove, or walking in the sun bright. It corresponds to PQR3, head troubles from working under gaslight. When heat falls on the head, cannot bear the heat about the head, heat of stove, or walking in the sun. Verse 3 tells us headache increases and decreases with the sun, feels as if the skull were too small for the brain, and it corresponds to PQR4A, where we find cerebral congestion or alternate congestion of head and heart. Head feels enormously large, as if skull were too small for brain, and then sunstroke and sun headache increases and decreases every day with the sun. Let us go to the verse 4. Congestion of brain from menses delayed or suppressed. Brain feels full, bursting, and blood upward pumped. It corresponds to PQR4E, intense congestion of brain from delayed or suppressed menses, headache in place of menses, and violent palpitation, which is given in PQR5, with throbbing carotids, heart section labored, oppressed, oppressed, blood seems to rush to heart and readily to head. Verse 5 tells us terrible shocks in the head, synchronous with the pulse, cannot lay the head on pillow, pain becomes worse, and it corresponds to PQR4C, throbbing, pulsating headache, holds the head with both hands, could not lie down, the pillow would beat. And the sixth verse is headache after profuse hemorrhage uterine, rush of blood to head in pregnant woman, and it corresponds to PQR4F, headache occurring after profuse uterine hemorrhage, rush of blood to head in pregnant woman. We go to the verse 7 with throbbing of carotids, violent pulsations, violent convulsions from cerebral congestion during dentition, and it corresponds to PQR5, violent palpitation with throbbing in carotids, heart's action labored, oppressed, blood seemed to rush to heart and rapidly to head. Convulsions of children, PQR6 tells us from cerebral congestion, meningitis during dentition, cases that seem to call for belladonna. And we have verse 8, sensation of pulsations throughout the body, feels great lassitude or extreme irritability. And we don't find any corresponding PQR in Allen's Q note. Now we give to ninth verse, when sitting before an open fire, children get sick, flushes of heat with catamania or at the climacteric. We have PQR7, Children get sick in the evening when sitting before an open coal fire or falling asleep there. And PQR-8 flushes of heat at the climacteric with the catamania. Friends, thanks. Thank you for watching. Sharing is caring.